Clerk, can you alert the County Assembly that we need them to come in the chamber?
The Speaker, Honorable Amason Kingi, has directed the Sergeant-at-Arms to rally the members of the Kisii County Assembly to make their way back into the chamber to necessitate the commencement of the closing statements on behalf of the County Assembly, which has been allocated 60 minutes, as well as the closing statement on behalf of the Deputy Governor, allocated another 1 hour before the senators decide on the 4 grounds for impeachment that embattled Kisii Deputy Governor is currently facing. And our dear viewers, just to mention to you, some of the grounds for removal are matters to do with abuse of office, where the governor is facing allegations of receiving 800,000 shillings bribery to lobby for a job for a son of a personal friend of his. The governor was also impeached on grounds of gross misconduct. In this particular charge, the governor has been accused of bribing the managing director, Ms. Lucy Wahito Wachira, a sum of 100,000 shillings in May 2023, in contravention with Article 75 of the Constitution of Kenya. According to the members of the County Assembly, the Deputy Governor's engagement convenance as well as did complicate behavior, and this boils down to gross misconduct and abuse of office. The 4th ground for impeachment, which the Deputy Governor for Kisii County faces this evening, is the crimes under the national law. In their submissions in regards to this particular case, MCA said the soliciting of bribery is matters to do with the crimes under the national law.
You approximately need about 30 minutes, but you're not lost of the fact that 1 hour is still available to us. Mr. Speaker, sir, with your kind permission, kindly allow me to invite Mr. Mutuma to do an opening remarks, and then I and my learned friend Mr. Mwangi Ndegwa shall share the balance of the times.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I will do the introductory remarks, then yield to my friend, Mr. Mwangi, to take you through the evidence that has been produced in this court. I will begin by looking at a scenario of one gentleman called Abdulaziz Ishan. Abdulaziz Ishan is a property developer who was accused of forcing himself on an 18-year-old girl and was charged in court, the Southwark Crown Court. In his defense, he said that I fell and penetrated her by accident. Now that defense, honorable senators, shocked the world, that he fell and penetrated the girl by accident. It was an obvious lie. It was a lie that everyone would see was a lie. Surprisingly, Mr. Abdulaziz got away with it based on that lie, insulting the intelligence of the very men who are listening and arbitrating over the case. An obvious lie that you can fall, slide, and have penetration take place. Whereas that is not the case here, we began by giving senators an indication of what they would be treated to by the deputy governor. An obvious lie. And we said that the deputy governor will come before you and look you straight in the eyes and lie to you. He has not disappointed. He looked you straight in the eye and gave very obvious lies that amount to insulting everyone's intelligence, with all due respect. Honorable members of the Senate, what then are you supposed to do with that kind of a witness? Who will come before you amidst the weight of evidence, amidst facts, and still take you through a lie and want you to believe them? And I started by saying that is the kind of witness that you should be angry at, that you should exercise anger at. You have that right. That moment, honorable senators, has come for you to tell the deputy governor that he had a duty to ensure that he speaks the truth. And even where he has difficulty speaking the truth, let that lie not be the kind that insults the intelligence of honorable senators. You had the opportunity to see the witnesses. You had the opportunity to hear the witnesses. You had the opportunity to analyze and question every statement from the witnesses. You can tell, honorable senators, that those witnesses were not credible, they were not truthful, they were not honest. How do you analyze a lie? You look at the presentation of facts and ask yourself, based on the conduct of the witness, based on logic, based on, the way we all perceive things, does that make sense? When the deputy governor stands before you on oath, having lifted the Bible, and tells you, number one, that he does not know Dennis Misati. Yet, that is the son to his 32-year-old good friend. A friend that they have done each other favors, a friend that they have visited each other, mourned together, celebrated together, but he does not know Dennis. But he wants you to believe that somehow on 28th of May, Dennis, in the company of his father, visited him, and they sat at a distance and were not privy to the conversation. And that the only role Dennis performed that day was to pay a debt that his father owed him. Honorable senators, these are not 5-year-old children we are talking about, not 10-year-old children we are talking about. We are talking about married men with their families in the company of their father to visit the deputy governor. One of the sons that the deputy governor disowns as not having a personal relationship with. So then one would ask, what was the essence of the meeting? What was the essence of that visit? It must have been towards what Dennis was saying. It cannot be anything else. Honorable senators, When the deputy governor stands before you, a man of serious qualifications, serious titles, and he tells you that he is able to operate his mobile banking, that he is able to operate the M-Pesa app, but he does not know how to reverse money. That he received 100,000, rather that he received money from Dennis, wrongly sent it to Lucy, but somehow does not understand the procedure of reversing that money. Is that equivalent to the defense that was given by that gentleman who forced himself on that girl? 2 days after that money was erroneously sent, the deputy governor has not visited any Safaricom shop. The deputy governor has not even talked to his aide because he is entitled to one. He has not talked to his personal secretary to assist him with a simple reversal.